I think the Republicans do need to move on and stop looking back at 2020, but now become very much the party for electoral reform to turn what happened into a positive. But there's one other aspect of that election that was disturbing, and it was the extent to which media, mainstream media and social media did their utmost to make sure that it was not a free and fair election. Joe Biden is there. He's the president. He's coming to Europe this Wednesday. He'll go to Brussels. He'll visit NATO headquarters. He will visit the European Union institutions as well, before then going on to Poland. Had Donald Trump been president, he would have been in Europe 3 weeks ago. And yet we know that Biden has been spending his weekends in Delaware. He's supposed to be the leader of the free world, the main player in NATO. And frankly, this visit has come very, very late. But he became president, as I hinted a moment ago, because of totally one-sided media. And much of this came from events in Ukraine. You see, Trump was impeached on the basis he wanted to find out the truth as to what Hunter Biden, Joe's son, had been doing in Ukraine. Why was he paid? Why was he paid up to $83,000 a month to work for oil and gas companies when he literally had no history in that sector whatsoever? And then a laptop emerged, a laptop that had been put in to be checked, dealt with, cleared perhaps. A laptop emerged with a mass of information. It was, said Trump in the election campaign, the laptop from hell. And yet, when it came to TV debates, Trump was told, we can't debate this. The New York Times doubted the provenance of the emails. Now the New York Times say they accept that the contents of a laptop belonging to President Biden's son, Hunter, are authentic, and we're 2 years on. And anyone that can see that Biden's presidency is making the world a far less safe place, anybody in those giant social media companies on the West Coast, or those big, big newspapers and TV companies based mostly in New York, ought to be hanging their heads in shame. It was not a properly held election. The media were almost universally in favour of Biden, against Trump. Well, that of itself was okay, but they suppressed some very important truths. And of that, I have no doubt at all. Thank you, New York Times, for apologising. Shame it took you 2 years.